ये मैं हूँ, ये मैं हूँ, ये मेरा इंस्टाग्राम है और इधर हर वक्त पारी हो रही है. Listen, I wanted to say something to everybody on Instagram, right? I've been dying to say this for a little while, yeah? I wanted to tell everybody on Instagram that, look, honestly, it's not cool to just sit on the gram and not grind and not put the effort in life and not make friends. You know, I gotta honestly say something, right? I've met such amazing people in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's all about networking. It's all about meeting new people. It's also about meeting people who can take you somewhere in life, right? Isn't that what life is about? Or is life about he said this, she said that? Look, a simple thing is this, right? It doesn't bother me what anybody says or thinks about me. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. It doesn't make any difference to me whether I'm on the gram or whether I'm off the gram. But my life is a lot more interesting, and I would recommend everybody to have a more interesting, a more productive, a progressive life off the gram. It's not just about getting all nicey and just like pleasing people on the internet. Do you know what I'm trying to say, right? You gotta make sure your money's right, you gotta make sure that your health is right, and you gotta make sure that your lifestyle is amazing. And last but not least, you gotta make sure that you're progressing and you're evolving. Cause look, when you talk about somebody and when you speak about them and say this guy's this, that guy's that, he does this, he does that, what you're really doing is, when you're looking into these losers' profiles, they're not giving you anything in return. There's nothing you're gaining by listening to somebody on the net, talking to a few people, and there's really nothing great coming out of it. It's not stimulating your mindset. So I'm all about lifestyle, mindset, and I'm all about appearing when everyone's sleeping. Do you know what I'm trying to say, right? Because everybody knows one thing, that I really do enjoy myself. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, all these social media platforms, yes, they're amazing. And yes, but if the outcome is not income, if the network is not going to affect your net wealth, if those contacts ain't going to turn into contracts, if you can't leave your past behind you, your past is history, your future is a mystery. And another thing I want to say to everybody is that, look, when it comes down to it, you have to understand something in life, that we can't live for like people who we're not going to ever bump into, and we're not going to like get around or like see and like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think it would be so sad if somebody was just sitting on the gram, and when they get off the gram, they're just depressed. They like look around them and they're like, yo, what am I really doing? What's really cooking? Now everybody knows one thing about me. I always keep that shit moving. I keep it 100, always. No matter what anybody says or does, or what anybody wants to do or wants to say. Everybody wants to fight me. All these people recently I was speaking to, they all snaked me. And I didn't see, I kind of blocked them to see how they would react. To see, you know, like if you want to see someone's really your friend, or you want to see like if somebody was really there for you, then what you have to do is you have to punish them a little bit, and you have to see how that person is going to react once you punish them. So all I did was the other day is put everybody through a test, and I blocked so many people. And I'm not gonna lie, I swear down, I don't think any of them passed that test, because everything gets back to me. What they're saying, where they're living, who they're living with, what their life's about, where they're working, where they're socializing, it all gets back to me. I can honestly say that to you. But at the same time, I'm not like free enough, and I really don't have the time to like deal with these people. That's why I say, you know what? You gotta always keep it bossy. And if you're not a boss, you're not a king, I don't wanna chill with you. I don't wanna know you. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care who you know. I don't care where you're going, because I know where I'm going, and I know where I'm leading towards. So I'm gonna keep my tunnel vision, my laser focus, and I'm gonna head where I need to go. But I'm never, ever, ever, ever gonna look at people who are just sitting over there dreaming and thinking, you know what, I'm gonna stay up all night and I'm gonna sleep all day. Look, you hang about with 3 druggies, you're bound to become the 4th druggie. You hang about with 3 losers, you're gonna be the 4th loser. You hang about with 3 millionaires, you're gonna be the 4th millionaire. So like I said one thing, a lot of people, the way they act, the way they react, the way they go on, the way they hold themselves, the way they carry themselves, and the way they treat others tells you a lot about themselves. Now if I point one finger at you, where's my other fingers pointing? They're pointing at me. So when somebody says all these things to me and says to me, oh, this guy's this guy's that, this guy's this. Look, I have to come onto the gram 3 o'clock in the morning when I know nobody's gonna be on. Everybody and all these haters are probably gonna be sleeping, and that's when I come on. Because I just wanted to put a little message across and say something to everybody out there. That remember one thing. Don't watch people who create negativity in your brain. Watch people who are happy, watch people who are positive, and watch people who have knowledge, and they have wisdom, and they know where they're going and what they're doing. If you're gonna watch a bunch of dicks every single day, a week's gonna go by, 2 weeks are gonna go by, a month's gonna go by, 6 months are gonna go by, 5 years are gonna go by, and you're still gonna watch those sort of people. Because like I said to you earlier, whoever you hang about with, you become like them. Whatever you watch, it influences your subconscious mind. And remember one thing, always, pave your own way. Stay in your lane. Don't worry about what Tom, Dick, Harry is saying. Don't worry about what people want to say. I don't ever worry about what anybody's saying about me. All these people want to come because they can't beat me with money. They can't beat me with intelligence. They can't beat me with suave. They can't beat me with anything that I'm doing on social media, because I'm a content creator. I could create content. I'm not waiting to post someone's videos, take the mick out of them. I'm not waiting to like post something from somebody, all I post, which is not mine, is about the Lord. Is about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the only things I post, apart from if I haven't got to post myself. So all I'm going to say to everybody in the nicest possible way is that if you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling like, man, why can't I get that job? Why can't I get that lifestyle? Why can't I get all the chicks? Why can't I get those cars? Why can't I buy the diamonds? Why can't I travel the whole world? Why can't I do these things, and why do other people get to do these things? It's because look at the kind of people you're watching. Look at the kind of shit that you're entertaining. And remember something right now, I'll say one thing, yeah? I want to say that's Roxy K over there, yeah? Give her a shout out to the brother Shah who passed away. Allah Jannat Naseeb kare. I'm going to say something here to everybody, yeah? I never gave a fuck about what anyone's doing my entire life. I never cared about what anybody's doing. You know why? Because guys, every time I care about what he's doing, I gotta stop caring about and stop focusing on what I'm doing, and then I gotta turn my mind onto what the hell he's doing. So like I said one thing, in the nicest possible way, if you're following certain people, unfollow them. If you're gossiping like chatty patties, like bitches, like gossip queens, like dicks, who've just talking about each other, because I never come across, let me pin this comment over here from Shah's cousin. I never come across, yes Sher Gilji, you good bro? I never come across any of these haters who are talking about me doing better than me. They're obviously beyond me. That's why they want to keep talking about me. I'm sure you guys are the public. I will upload this if you guys need to sleep. I will put this on my profile so you can watch this tomorrow as well. So if you need to go, you can go. Okay, we will post this on the page. I will post it on the page. But I've been dying to tell you guys that look, when you're going to the worst times in your life, when the whole world's against you, when everybody wants to fight you, when everybody wants to spread rumors about you, just remember something. The Lord loves you. The Lord loves you so much. And the Lord hears the conversations that you don't hear. And the Lord sees things that you don't see. And the Lord knows what's good for you. And the Lord knows what's bad for you. And the Lord will remove anything from your life that is not gonna serve its purpose or benefit you. So you ain't gotta worry about what am I doing today. If you wanna rest, rest. If you're deep, rest. If you're depressed, get some deep rest. Deep rest means, depressed means deep rest. You need deep rest. You need to stop stressing yourself. Look, I'm soon about to go travel the entire world. To me, nothing feels better than wanting to travel the entire world. That's all I want to do. Because I'm at that place now in my life where I want to go and I want to meet people. I want to go to villages. I want to see animals. I want to deal with like spirituality. I'm in a very spiritual place. I don't want to get to a point. I don't want to get to a point where I'm sitting on Instagram or social media or TikTok every single day. Everybody goes to me, why don't you go on TikTok? You get so many hundreds, thousands of people watching you on TikTok. No, come, my loyalties with the gram. My loyalties with some people who've been following me for many, many years. And I know that my message, one way or another, gets to them. And I owe this to the brothers and sisters who watch me. And the brothers and sisters who understand that I'm never going to get into this gossip shit. I'm never going to get into this, he said this, she said that. I want followers, I want subscribers. I treat every single person who watches me like a human, not like a follower. I rarely mention followers, I rarely mention this bullshit. And yeah, I've been saying, oh, celebrity, oh, this guy's, listen. if you don't go out and people don't treat you like a superstar, what's the point? What's the point of being something on the internet when in reality, when you go to a restaurant, the bellboy don't even open the door for you? In reality, when you go to the restaurant, the owner of the restaurant doesn't come to your table and says, Mr. Khan, thank you so much for coming down. How are you? He's not worried about the gram. He's not worried about anything. This is why I'm going to tell everybody something. Create real relationships in your life. Create real people. Have real people in your life. Don't depend on these idiots. And don't listen to gossip, because as a Muslim, you shouldn't be hearing gossip or entertaining gossip. Now look, I can turn around and talk about Hannah. I can turn around and talk about, who else was there? Let me see. Whoever these people are, yeah? Online that I blocked and whatever. All I wanted them to do was, if I blocked you, to approach me, give me some time, and let me just clear my head out, and then I could have unblocked you, and we could have been friends again. But, guys, I'm a bit older. I put you lot through the test. Guys, you all failed at the test. What are you guys gonna do without me? Because you know I gave you that energy. Some of you also claimed that you were watching me for 10 plus years. So I'm a bit of an addiction for you. I'm your guilty pleasure, right? So remember one thing. If I blocked you, the reason I blocked you, because you're a snake. Because you were going around and snaking me out to other people, and other people were coming to me and they all start telling me, this person's saying this about you, that person's saying that about you. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know what you are saying about me. But then I got sent videos. I got sent messages. I got sent video screen recordings of people basically speaking nicely to me, then going behind my back and saying A, B, C, D. And another thing I want to say to everybody is, just remember something. If I heard you talking behind my back, if I heard you using all these foul words about me, spreading these rumors about me, what makes you think that I need you in my life? Why? How can I sit with you and how can I talk to you? How can I be friends with you? How can I feel comfortable with you? How can I start a relationship with you as a brother or a sister, or as a woman or a man or uncle or auntie or whatever? How can I? Just ask yourself one question in the nicest possible way. How can I trust you guys when I'm seeing you're saying all these bad things about me? Now you want to all turn around and say, Gucci's the bad guy. Gucci's the one, he snaked everybody. Gucci did this, Gucci did that. But I ask you all a question. Why did you go and snake me? Why did you go and why did you listen? I'm not interested. I'm not interested in why somebody was talking about me. I want to know, why were you listening to it? Why were you agreeing with it? Because if you're my real friend, right? If you're my real friend, you should have my back. If I'm not with you and I'm not there, you should be defending me and saying, no, you know what, Gucci's and I seen a lot of people defending me, and I realized that some of you people are really real. You know, really real. Now, everybody talks to me about Gucci. Stop being a kafir, or stop not being a Muslim. Stop doing this. Stop womanizing. Stop doing this. Stop linking girls. Stop. People say to me, oh, you know, you're always with different girls. Guys, all I'm saying is, I'm a single man. At least I'm not snaking my wife. At least I'm not snaking my children. If I say that, yes, I date women, yes, I go out with girls, yes, I go on dates, yes, I travel, I do this, guys, and you see women around me, which I don't ever upload anyway. I wouldn't put anybody new that I meet or any girls that I'm friends with right now onto the gram, because I don't want those people to be harassed. So I put older videos up, because I don't want to put new videos, new memories. And look, when it comes down to it, when we're not to judge nobody. We shouldn't judge anybody. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go in my grave. I'm gonna have to pay for my doings. I'm gonna have to do what I have to, I'm gonna have to deal with what I've done, what I've done in life. And you can't blame me. I was 14 years old, homeless. These are the cards that were dealt to me. I grew up around violence. I grew up around drug dealers. I grew up around prostitution. I grew up around people killing each other. I grew up around really fucked up. I didn't have a like when you see me here today, sitting here and talking to you, the way I'm dressed, the way I'm speaking, the way I put myself across to you guys, I had to learn this shit. Nobody taught me. I'm not educated. I didn't get the luxury of going to university. I didn't get the luxury of coming home and, you know, fighting with my girlfriend and then just going back to my mum and dad's and I ain't got no bills to pay or nothing. I gave up all my younger years for a reason. Because I knew if I don't hustle, I don't grind, I don't do what I have to do, I'm not going to be able to eat that night. I slept so many nights, sleepless, homeless, no food. Have you ever slept knowing that you don't have money to buy food? Have you ever had that kind of life? Have you ever been at a place where you had to sleep and you woke up and your stomach felt like it's eating itself? It's like you're eating, your intestines are eating themselves inside. Have you ever gone through that? Have you ever gone through a point where like you don't know when you're gonna have a sofa to sleep on, when you're gonna have somewhere to stay? Have you ever gone through staying at a woman's house and you gotta sleep with that woman even though you're not attracted to her just because you can have a place to stay? Have you ever been through anything like that? You know what it is, guys? It's humiliation. It's horrible that you have to go to someone's house and they're expecting you to sleep with them just because you need a roof to stay and you know that it's gonna be warm and you know that there's gonna be food given to you. So in a way, you have to give yourself out there like that, and it's horrible. And then imagine another thing. Imagine there's a woman that you really like, or there's a girl that you're in love with and you have a girlfriend, and then you gotta go and do stuff like this with another girl just to get by. Just imagine that, like how do you feel? Then you gotta go link the girl that you love, and you just know that last night I had to sleep with somebody because I had to keep somewhere because I couldn't deal with like being out and about. I had to be in a warm place. So all I'm gonna say is to everybody that before you judge people and you judge me, I'm gonna tell you something. I've done things, I've dealt with things that people can't even imagine. My soul has been torn left, right and center. I just don't understand. If I didn't give in to depression, if I didn't give in to giving up in life, and I gave into being strong, being confident, and I had to do all these things, because I wasn't born like this from my mother's stomach. I just didn't have a choice. When your back's against the wall, you have no choice. When people that you love fuck you over, you don't have a choice. When people that you think are gonna protect you start beating you, start punishing you, start fucking with your head, you don't have a choice. You just have to do what you have to do. And I'm gonna be honest with everybody over here, and I'm gonna say one thing. I have nothing against Hannah. I have nothing against Amir. I have nothing against even the people who wanna fight me from up north. I have nothing against any of these people. I have nothing against the person who got my doors broken in. I also have nothing against anybody who's talking shit about me. I forgive you, man. I forgive you. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If I see you and you're doing it, I know you're doing this all for the gram. So I have no malice against you. I don't care why you said that or did that. I know you wanna get followers. I know you wanna get popular. I know that. But guys, when you say it to my face, that's a whole different level. So let's quit all of this talking behind people's back on the internet and saying he's not gangster, she's not gangster, he's not this, he's not that. Look, I ain't ever come across anybody who's tested my gangster and got away. I've never lost a fight. I've never lost a battle. I've never lost a war. I've never lost ever in my life when it comes to business, it comes to anything. I've never lost, never. So within my own rights, I'm a champion because I beat a lot of situations that 99.9% of people would have turned into druggies, crackheads. They would have died, they wouldn't have survived. So to me, my biggest belt or trophy or medal or whatever you want to call it is I'm a survivor. So when people come at me and say all these things to me, I'm just trying to enjoy my life and whatever is left of it. Because I know I appreciate things very differently to the way you appreciate them. My appreciation for even a glass of Coke, just here, a glass of Coca-Cola, you couldn't imagine what this feels like to me. This is like a private jet for me, yeah? Having a new phone, this is like a yacht for me, yeah? Having a roof on my head, this is like my kingdom, like I own a castle. Like, because I had such bad experiences. I've got scars all over my body. I've been shot at, I've been stabbed. I've been through all that shit that a person can possibly go through. So all I'm saying to everybody is that next time you go and next time you pick on somebody like me, just understand one thing. I've seen death more times than a cat's got lives. You know they say a cat has 9 lives. I've died so many times. That's why I don't give a fuck about what anyone says or does. To me, if I have an issue with somebody, it's there and then dealt with. I don't need to worry about what's gonna happen tomorrow or the day after. And like I said to everybody, I'm in a very spiritual place in my life. Can you let me enjoy my security for once? Can you let me enjoy my safety? Can you let me smile? Can you let me be happy? Because I've been very sad when I was young. I've seen sadness you couldn't even comprehend. I've seen situations that you don't want to even get involved in. I've been in such places that you would not even want to go there. Trust me. And now, if I'm becoming a better man, a better human being, and I'm speaking in a positive way, and I'm wearing suits, and I'm carrying myself well, it doesn't mean just because you wear a hoodie, you're any kind of gangster. Because I'll tell you something right now, son. Gangsters come in suits. They don't wear hoodies. That's the one thing you need to understand. Gangsters wear suits. They don't wear hoodies. And I've been wearing a suit for a very long time. But all I want to say to everybody is, I have nothing against anybody on the internet. Because I know you guys will sell your mother for views. You know what I'm trying to say? You guys will sell your mamas for some views. You will fucking do whatever it takes for you to get views. I could be talking to 10 people confidently, 20, 30 people confidently. I don't get worried somebody's got 500 people watching them, somebody's got 200 watching them. Listen, it's not like I haven't seen numbers. It's not like I haven't seen numbers even recently. My TikTok's buzzing, everything's buzzing. Combined, a lot of people, I do over 6 to 8 million impressions a week throughout all of my platforms. It's okay for me. If 6 to 8 million people get my posts throughout my platforms, because you guys see what's here now, you guys can't see the impressions. You guys can't see how many people come, done, been here and left. So, like I said one thing in the nicest, simplest way, I'm a nice guy, but I've got an animal in me. And like none of you people in the whole UK are ready for the animal in me. That's all I'm gonna say. So please, don't take my kindness for weakness. Don't take my confidence for arrogance. And understand something, that I am very capable of anything. And I'm more capable of doing things than just talking about them. That's all I'm gonna say to everybody. So when it comes down to it, if somebody's been in a bad situation, somebody's been hurt, somebody's gone through hell in life, give them a chance. I didn't have a start like you guys. I didn't have mum, dad, brothers, sisters, everybody around me all the time. I was alone. I had to deal with everything myself, you know? So I want to say one thing. When it comes down to it, very, very, very simple. Some people are class and some people might go through a bad situation, But at the end of it, they'll come back to where they belong. They're not gonna go become a druggie or become an idiot or become a chatty patty, you know, talking about people and talking about this guy and that guy. You know, when I hear men and there's a bunch of men talking about another man, that shit baffles a man like me. I get baffled when I see 3-4 men talking about another man. Like, why would you talk about another man? Why are you not talking about girls? Talk about business. Talk about something that's productive in your life. Why are you sitting there talking about another man? Like, look, the only reason you speak about another man is if that man's got something that you don't have. Or if you're threatened about that man. Or if you're threatened with the fact that that guy, he's just too cool. I have to destroy his name. I have to defame his character. I have to tell everybody he's a hot druggie, he's a fraudster, he's a gallist, he's a this, he's a that. Hold on. Do you see a ring on my finger? Do you see a missus? So what am I doing wrong? So this new thing now about this guy's always with girls, because today I was somewhere and a couple of Asian boys came up to me and they're like, Gucci, why don't you put these chicks on the net with you? And I looked at them and I said, brother, I don't need to. I don't need big muscles to scare somebody. When somebody sees the way I am, they say, this guy is so sweet. This guy is so professional. This guy's tongue is sharper than the sword. So why should I go and like involve myself with chatty patties, with dickheads, with idiots, with wastemans, with bums and scums and losers, with people who'll never be on my caliber, who have no business acumen, who have nothing to do, they have no mind, they just want to say, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman, I'm a millionaire, what's up with all these labels? Put your labels to a side for a second. Who are you really? If we take all these labels and put it to a side, who are you? I'll tell you something. When the world comes at me, what my secret is, shall I tell you? My secret. Wa alaikum salam, Samara. People say, bro, I bought a Lamborghini, bro, I bought this car, bro, I bought a plane, brother, I bought a yacht, brother, I got people, all sorts of people around me. Brother, I just bought a £5 million house in central London in Knightsbridge. Wow. But what makes me happy is when I grab my phone and I log into my bank account. Yeah? When I grab my phone and I log into my bank account and I look at my bank balance, that's the only thing that makes me happy. Because that's the only thing that I can use to help others. That's the only thing I can use to eat. That's the only thing I can use to have a roof. And then I have to humble myself. Every single day I have to humble myself. The reason I have to humble myself is, now look, there's going to be people here who are not going to like what I'm saying. Because to them, I'm a threat. Because their girl would love me. Their woman would love me. Their family, the women and the men in their family, their cousins love me. I'm the talk of their family. So they come here with a bad negative mindset saying, this guy's this guy's that. Look, when you write something about me, people can see what you're about. They can see the caliber that they're dealing with and the person they talk, the person that's speaking to them. And then they can see the other person who's reacting. Like an imbecile, like a waste man, like an idiot, like a loser's son. But if you want to bring me down, take my phone off me. Take this phone out of my hand and take my bank account off me, and then you will break me and you will bring me down. But should I tell you something? Honestly, if I lost every single penny that I had, I'll make it back just like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. You know why, guys? You could take everything off me. You can't take my knowledge. You can't take what I do. Because I tell you one thing right now. If I hit rock bottom, I need 6 weeks to get back up. and it's over. Just 6 weeks. But the one thing I realized in life, the one thing I really realized is that never tell anybody close to you or around you what you're doing, how much you've got, and where you're going. When somebody says to you, listen, how much money do you have? How's business? To me, when I was young, I was like, I'm smashing it, got money, just bought a RA, bought a Bentley, bought a Range Rover, bought a Porsche. That's the wrong way of dealing with it. That's the wrong way of dealing with it. The only thing you tell people, you say, Alhamdulillah, brother. It's okay. Sab theek hai, chal raha hai, guzara ho raha hai, I'm surviving. It's good. Now, when you want to see a scumbag, yeah, who's just robbed a few people or who scammed a few people, all of a sudden, you're going to see they were living the most depressed life. Then all of a sudden, you're going to see them living lavishly. You're going to see them bawling, them acting happy and funny and whatever and whatnot, because they just robbed a few people or they scammed a few people. And then they're going to show everybody, oh my God, look, my life is great, till the next scam. Because when you go and do this to people, you go all the way up and you feel amazing. But eventually you turn around and you come back down like this and reality hits you. And then you got to wait till you can make the next move. And who else are you going to fuck over? Because we know something. Any money that you've obtained without working for it or with scamming people, that money will bring you depression. That money will not go a very long way. So just remember one thing. I can have £1 million and it will be more than 100 million pounds for somebody who's fucking people over, who's being an idiot and who's being stupid. And one thing I'm going to say, somebody here, listen, I'm going to say one thing. Somebody here saying, Psycho Omar saying this, that, whatever. Psycho Omar's a nice guy, okay? Let the guy live his life, okay? Everybody on the internet who's an influencer, who's doing something, let them live their lives. I got nothing against the guy. You know, the guy lives on his own, like I live on my own. So we have our own little problems, you know, like living on our own, getting by, loneliness, this, that, whatever. So I have nothing against Omar. Omar's a really nice boy, to be honest with you. And I'm going to meet him in person very, very soon. And when I meet him in person, I'll go live with him and I'll let you go live with him and I'll let him go live and you'll see me with him and you'll see the level of respect. Because the problem is me and Omar, we've never met in person. We've spoken, but we haven't. You know, you got to sometimes meet somebody, you got to hug them. They got to see what you're like when you're sitting in front of them and how you act and how you are in reality. Because everybody can put up a show. Me, I'm the way I am now. I'll be in front of him just like that. But like I said one thing, I have nothing against Omar. I have nothing against anybody. Okay? I just sometimes feel like the reason I block people and I block them off my accounts is for one reason. Because I feel like those people are watching me and I am taking their peace away. I'm disturbing their peace. So sometimes for people who I've blocked, I'm only blocking you because I can see deep down, being a man of experience, a man of wisdom, I've been through a lot of struggles in my life. I can see that I'm really disrupting somebody's mind and I'm making somebody angry and I'm upsetting them, you know? So I'll just say, let me block myself from these people and these people can start chilling again, you know? Do you know what I'm trying to say? They can start getting themselves together again because they watch me. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I can walk into a business with 250 realtors and I stood out like I'm number one at the realtor. Yeah? I can stand out like I'm the number one realtor. Look, presentation is the key. The way you speak to people, the way you act in front of people is what brings those Benjamins in your pocket, right? If you're not going to look good, if you're not going to act the way you should act professionally, and you're going to make chump money. Now, chump money is when you're going and you're selling drugs and you're doing scams and you're doing this, that, whatever. This is chump money. This is the kind of money that I didn't even look at, like even when I was having my fucking bad days. I never went into this scam, this chump money. Yeah, because me, I always thought one thing in my life. If I feed somebody a fish, they will eat for a day or an evening. But if I teach them how to fish, they're going to eat for the rest of their lives. So I use the same principle in my life. I didn't go and just eat the fish one day and then I starved the next day. I couldn't find anything. I taught myself how to fish. I taught myself how to get real estate deals. I taught myself how to do Forex. I taught myself how to trade. I taught myself how to invest in Bitcoin, how to look for smart investments. I'm not dumb money, I'm smart money. And at the same time, I never ever ever speak to people and tell people what I'm about. I just want to dance. The reason I want to dance because I believe something. If you want to see somebody who's the happiest, the most smartest and the most realist, they are the kind of people who will dance. You know, you go to Africa and people are going crazy and they're dancing. It's a form of happiness and joy. So if I come on the internet and I whine and I dance and I do whatever, it's because maybe I've had an amazing day. I've won that day. I've made money that day. I've hit a big deal that day and I'm celebrating and dancing and I'm putting music and people are getting happy. So I'm winning there and I'm winning here as well. Meaning that I'm making people happy. Listen, I acted like the clown for many years. Okay, I was the clown for many years. Because I was the person in the middle of the circus and everybody was watching me and I was entertaining everybody in that circus because I knew that there's people out there who are not happy. At least if somebody was depressed and they've got nothing to talk about, they can say, look at this dickhead Gucci. Look at this idiot Gucci. Look at this waste man, this piece of shit on the internet, thinks he's this, thinks he's that. You know why, guys? Because Allah created me and I can do reverse psychology on all the brothers and sisters. And how I do reverse psychology is by showing them how I'm feeling and dancing and going crazy, and then the same people will turn around and I will create something within themselves to get up and say, you know what, I'm better than this guy. Why the fuck is this guy acting like this? I could do the same thing. Now, I used to dance many years ago. I used to dance on the internet, right? 12 years ago, 13 years ago, everybody said, what the fuck are you doing dancing on the internet to Asian tracks? Now you go to TikTok and there's a whole platform for it. Everybody's mums and dads and uncles and cousins and sisters are all dancing on TikTok and doing what they're doing. But at the same time, sorry Hamza, I'm gonna have to block you because you're really not doing anything great over here. I'm sorry, I looked at the comments twice and both times I've seen your name and you're acting like an idiot, so I have to get rid of you. But like I said one thing, when you find knowledge somewhere, when you find wisdom somewhere, when you find somebody who's spiritually intertwined with the universe and who's enlightened like me, take those people and respect those people. Because you know what, guys? I'll tell you something right now. I'm not going to promise I could change anybody's life over here. I can't. I'm nobody to do that, guys. Only you can change your life. But I can assure you something, that the experiences I've had, the bullshit I've been through, and all the misery I've been through, I'm a big trophy to say you can get fucked, you can become homeless, you can be a child and you don't have your parents. I'm an example to people that you can survive and you can go through whatever you're going through. Everybody always asks me one question on the internet, yeah? Gucci, how are you so strong? How do you take all this hate? Right? Everybody asks me that question, right? How do you take all this hate? Does it not affect you? People posting my addresses all over the internet. Today I walked outside my house. I saw like 5 or 6, 7, 8 guys and girls outside my house standing. They came up to me. I was like, yo, what are you doing? They were like, no, bro, we just want to say hello to you. We just want to meet you. We wanted to meet you. We really look up to you. Live around the corner. One of the guys came from Birmingham and he came outside my house and I met them. So to me, when people say, where's Gucci's house? Or is Gucci hiding? Or is Gucci doing this? Or is Gucci doing that? Guys, listen to me. I don't need bodyguards. I don't need close protection security. My biggest bodyguard is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and my angels. I read the Ayatul Kursi 3 times when I leave my house. And I've been doing that since I was homeless at the age of 13 or 14. And I've read my Ayatul Kursi 3 times, and I've been in situations where I've been in a car that was shot at, riddled, and I survived. I've been in situations somebody stuck a knife in the back of my head. I survived. I was in situations where people have stabbed me. People have beat me senseless. 20, 30 people were beating me for 10, 15 minutes. I had injuries on my head. I went through all that madness. I still survived. But I'm just gonna say one thing right now. He who God blesses, no man can touch. So, I wanna say something to everybody today. When you see me out and about, please approach me. Approach me with love, approach me with kindness, and approach me with respect. And I promise you, I will return it as a Muslim man 100-fold over the way you've given me respect. I'm not the kind of guy, you know what, I'll tell you something right now. Today, I went to a petrol station. An English girl came up to me and she looked at me and she said to me, "Excuse me, sir." Because normally when I dress like this, whenever I go out, people call me sir. Anybody I deal with, they call me sir, or they speak to me very nicely, right? Because I come across as somebody who's nice and whatever, and I'm very polite. She goes to me, "I was made homeless last night. I didn't have heating for the last 3 months, and then I was made homeless last night. My children are homeless. My children are staying at my friend's house." She's got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and she's out there begging. I looked at that woman and I thought to myself, wow. I just looked at her and I said, genuinely, I looked at her and I said to her, "Are you really in that kind of way?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay." She had an iPhone 5. She had an iPhone 5, yeah? She showed me emails. She showed me pictures of her children. She showed me all her house being packed up. She even showed me when the bailiffs came to evict her. She showed me everything. I looked at her. I'm gonna tell you something. I had about £700 in my pocket. I pulled out all 700 and I gave it to her. When I gave it to her, she broke down crying. It took me 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It took me 15 minutes to make that woman calm down. Because imagine that woman, she was thinking she's effed. She was thinking, she was looking for £1, 50p, 20p, 10p. She got 700 quid. And should I say something to you right now? I did feel a bit like, oh shit, I just gave her £700. I could have done this with the money. I could have done that. That's the shaitan talking to me. He's saying to me, why did you help somebody? I could have dealt with the money. I could have kept the money. I could have got myself, champagne and I could have got myself fucking drugs and weed and whatever, whatnot. But I thought to myself, you know what? Let me see. And guys, you know what? I feel so good right now. To the point where I had to come back home and I had to dance in front of you guys. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna upload this live onto my profile. Please do share it. And I'm gonna say one thing to everybody here. Look, I have nothing against Psycho Omar. I have nothing against Raheem Babes. I have nothing against Hannah. I have nothing against Amir. I have nothing against Harris. I have nothing against any of these guys, okay? I only blocked them because people were sending me stuff which I seen, and my loyal followers showed me what people were about. So it's like, let's say your girlfriend was doing something, or let's say your friend was going behind your back. Do you not have the right to say, I don't want to talk to you? I just want to block you, because it's very personal. You're on my profile, you're nice to my face, then you go behind my back and you say all these things about me. I ask all of you lot one question. What have I really done to any of you guys? What have I done to you? I brought you on my platform. I spoke to you. I showed you love. I showed you support. The same love and support got turned into, I'm using your father against you, the same people, whatever. Everybody all said all this shit. Look, if you're an influencer and you're somebody who wants to become an influencer, or you're somebody who wants to become popular, or you're somebody who wants to learn something, approach me and DM me. I could change your life in one conversation. I can make a bespoke, tailor-made conversation just for you. It's not going to be like this just general conversation I'm giving right now. I could really look at somebody's stance and I can figure out what the person's about. And I can make you a plan on how to improve your life and what to do. I'm that kind of guy. I'm your financial advisor, your spiritual advisor, your physical, advisor, your mental health advisor. Because I always believe something, that if I don't help others, I'm not going to be happy. And I do sometimes get really shocked. I am a little bit naive in the sense where I feel like anybody who's met me in reality, in my personal life, they've never ever ever snaked me or done anything bad to me, because they know that he's a cool guy. He's the kind of guy that you want to keep. You got ace in the deck, right? You got ace in the deck, yeah? You always keep your ace there. So I'm that kind of guy that you want to have a connection with. You don't want to turn around and ruin your relationship with me. I'm that kind of guy. Believe me, you'll never meet another Gucci King Khan ever in your lives. I promise you that right now. There's nobody like me, because nobody's ever lived my life. Nobody's ever gone through my struggles. And being an Asian guy, you couldn't even comprehend what I've gone through. And if I say something to you guys, Pakistani people or this, and all these rumors on the internet about, I'd say bad things about Asian girls. My mother's Asian, my sisters are Asian, my dadi, my nannies are Asian. It's bullshit. All these other lies about, editing videos and saying that, I don't care about mental health. It's all bullshit. All this other stuff about, I'm not a Muslim, I'm an agent for Mossad from Israel, is bullshit. All this other bullshit what I made up and I said, I'm a part of the Illuminati, it's all bullshit. I'm a nice guy, I'm not into any of this bullshit or anything like that, I'm just a cool guy. I just want to be able to live, and I want everybody to know something, that a lot of my followers, or a lot of my fans, or a lot of people who love me dearly and who have been watching me for years, they get really worried about me. I can assure you lot something. Yeah? I can assure you lot something. I have been out every single day, everywhere. I meet people all the time. I do Snapchats with people all the time. I take pictures with people all the time. I've never come across anybody in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years who's been disrespectful to me, who's been any kind of way to me. Everybody's been very respectful to me. So the people claiming that I'm hiding and I'm not out and about and I'm not going, guys, I'm not a drug dealer that I need to hide. I'm not a fraudster that I need to hide. I'm not a criminal that I need to hide. I'm not. Police broke my door 3 times. They can say for themselves, they came into my house, they found no drugs, they found no cash, they found nothing that was on my phones. They took my laptops, my routers, my phones. They went through everything. No pornography, no nothing on my phones, anything. The police even said to me, Mr. Khan, we were expecting that we're going to find something on you. 3 times they came in and 3 times I got no further action. That's all I'm going to say. Now you guys all know I went through all that madness, and I'm still sitting here with people who got my doors kicked in, with people who've abused me, with people who've said all of these bad things to me, and I'm still saying I love these people. I have no hate. I have nothing bad, no malice towards anybody. All I'm going to say to everybody is, please next time, if somebody says something about me, stand up for me. And just tell those people, you know what, Gucci's a nice guy. Gucci, if you thought Gucci was horrible in the past because he spoke about, yo, you don't know, yo, blood, yo, cool, what's cooking, fam, yo, B, what's happening, whatever. Well, I'm a bit of a changed man now. So I would like that respect. Like, I've grown up on social media in front of you guys. I went from being a thug to a businessman in front of you guys. So all I'm saying is that there should be a little bit of respect given to a person like me. And I didn't have to have this conversation here today, but I think this conversation was due for nearly a whole decade. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And another thing I want to say to everybody is, don't swear at people on social media. Don't go to other people's profiles, and don't abuse them and don't swear at them. Guys, it brings you bad luck. And you're just going to stop your cheddar, your money coming in. You're going to stop your luck coming in. You're going to stop your dreams. You're going to delay your dreams from coming true. All those dreams you have, they're going to turn into nightmares when you abuse people. Because look, not one bad comment, not one abusive word is going to go to waste. It's going to come back to you tenfold over. So when you hurt somebody, it's not the words you said. It's how you made them feel emotionally. It's how you made them feel mentally, psychologically, spiritually. How you took them off the course that they were on. So that's what happens. If you disrupt somebody's life, you will turn around and your lives will be disrupted and your loved ones' lives will be disrupted. So stop bringing bad luck to your family or your parents or your brothers and sisters who don't have nothing to do with this mad little thing you got going on the internet or trolling or whatever you do. Anyways guys, peace, holla at your boy. I love you guys, and I want to say something to you guys. Don't ever feel like there's not anything you can't get over. Guys, I've been over everything I could have gone through, and you know what? Even right now, after all these years, everybody's trying to break me down on the internet. I don't know what they're trying to break down. Because if I was fake, you can break me down. But if I'm real, you can't break me, because this is just who I am. I today feel so good that I'm like, finally, like, lockdown's coming to an end. The gyms are going to start again. I'm going to be able to go to restaurants. I'm going to be able to travel. So I feel a little bit better about myself, you know. It's been a little bit difficult for me as well, going crazy and dancing for 6 hours on the live, because I was going insane with the lockdown, with the whole pandemic and coronavirus and everything else going on. So it was really horrible. You can repent if you're sincere. Guys, I have not been this close to my Lord, I swear on my mother's life, ever in my life. I'll tell you something right now. I'm not going to say I'm a saint, but I'm also going to say I'm not a devil. Okay, I don't upset anybody. I don't do anything bad to anybody. I just live my life, and I have my own struggles that I deal with as well daily. And sometimes when I turn the phone off on the internet, guys, I'm not affected by anything happening on the net. It doesn't affect me. I lost my cousin brother last year, one of the nearest and dearest people to be in my life from when I was a kid. He was a bit older than me, 4 or 5 years older than me. You know, I really feel really like I lost 2020. It's been really bad for me, you know. Like, a lot of people died. A lot of people want to get cars. A lot of people want to get houses and planes and jets and yachts and holidays and apartments and gold and jewelry and all this fucking shit. I lost my brother last year, yeah? So none of this shit matters to me anymore. Do you know what I'm trying to say, guys? I'm just trying to get by and help whoever I can help in this journey of life, or whatever we call it. Peace, holla at your boy. Don't know what time it is. And अगर मेरे से कोई गलती हो गई हो किसी की भी, तो मुझे माफ कर देना. And also, if people who disrespected me on the internet, if they start speaking nice about me, let me know so I can bring them back into my life or whatever. But I could understand. I do put people through really weird tests, right? So I had to put everybody to a test to see who's real and who's fake. And guys, a lot of them didn't pass that test. Peace, holla at your boy. And Germany, thank you very much. And everybody else, I love you guys, and I hope you guys are cool. I need to go get a shower now, and I need to sleep, because I am tired. My feet are killing me right now. Like, I know everybody thinks, you know, everything's lovely and nice. No, it's not. I want to go shower right now. I sat over here for like an hour. My feet are killing me. I've been walking so much. I want to open my hair because I've got a headache because this shit's so tight. And I want to get into some pajamas and just be comfortable and go to sleep. That's what I want to do. Peace, holla at your boy. You don't know what time it is. It's your boy, Gucci King Khan. Love you guys.